Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Divine Feminine Healers podcast. Today, I'm going to give you an energy update because, whoa, we've got a lot of energies happening in August. And I will say, in the later half of August, there does seem to be a lot of more chaotic energy in the sense that there's opposing energies. So you don't really know what you're going to get. That's nothing to fear. That's nothing to worry about or get stressed out about. But it's just something to notice that there are going to be changes that are happening in our lives. And for some of us, this is exciting. This is an exciting time and changes that we've been really looking forward to. Now, the first half of August, I feel, is really laying down the foundation for a lot of those changes to take place. So we start this off with our new moon in Leo, which happens on Sunday, August 4th. So the sun has already been in Leo in Western astrology starting on July 22nd. And I love the energy of Leo personally, just because my sun is in Leo. I actually have 3 planets in Leo, and I have a lot of Leo friends and family. It is that big, bold, bright energy, putting yourself on a stage and letting yourself be seen in your full visibility. It's having the courage to speak your voice and to hear people hear you roar. And the thing about Leos that often gets misconstrued is that they have really big hearts, although it may come off as cocky or conceited the way that they present themselves and like to be very showy. Ultimately, it comes from their deeper passion and their heart's truest desires. So we can all really ride on those Leo energy waves right now because it's asking us to step more into our courage and step more into what our heart's truest desires are. And that's what I really see reflecting in this Leo new moon. Now that the sun is building its degrees in Leo, and it'll be really strong once come the Leo new moon on Sunday, August 4th. Just take a look at your life and see what's being revealed about your heart's truest desires. Things that you may have thought you were interested or curious about in the past, or things that really matter to you, just seem to kind of fall away to the wayside. It's a really good time to reflect on that. There also may be something that comes up that feels both scary and excited for you. Leo has a lot of creative energy, so this can bring opportunities and new beginnings. However, whenever we have those new beginnings, no matter how exciting it is, there's always that fear of, can I handle it? Am I really in my worth? Is this really right for me? A lot of questioning and self-doubt obviously rises to the surface. But what's so great about Leo energy is that you can maximize on that sense of courage and resiliency that Leos really have during this time period especially. So tap into the part of yourself that you feel really knows your gifts, knows your worth, knows that you are completely capable of accepting this next opportunity, this new beginning, whatever creation that you're bringing to life right now, and that it is truly meant for you. Now, there's some other energies that are happening into the sky as well. So additionally to the Leo new moon and the sun being in Leo, we also have Mercury going into retrograde on August 4th. For those of us that are already sensitive to the celestial energies, we may have felt Mercury's shadow period, which can be felt 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde is a time to do cleanup work, time to slow down, to reflect, to double check everything. This Mercury retrograde is going to start in the sign of Virgo, and Virgo is very analytical because it's ruled by Mercury, and it's all about being detail oriented and getting down to the facts, being a bit more meticulous. So you may notice that these themes are coming up for you already, and they just get a little bit more heightened as Mercury officially goes into retrograde. So it's a time to really double check your work, see where you can improve upon things. Now, on the flip side to Virgo, Virgo is the perfectionist. It's like, it's never enough. It's never good enough to bring out into the world. So notice if you naturally have those perfectionist tendencies when it's time for a double check, and also when it's time to trust yourself and put it out in the world courageously. again, working with this Leo new moon, with this Mercury in retrograde, you can really tap into your inner courage and say, no, I really trust these are my heart's truest desires, and it's time to present this and bring it out into the world. But before you do so, you may want to reflect and do some double checking of your work. Another planetary alignment that we have during this Leo new moon is Venus will be in Virgo. So that means that Venus and both Mercury are both conjunct. And Venus and Virgo, Venus coupled with Mercury, kind of eases this Mercury retrograde in a way that Venus is all about beauty and pleasure and divine feminine. So both of these signs being in Virgo, it's really getting down to what needs to be double checked, to be improved, and almost cleared off your plate as well. So Virgo is the goddess of cleansing and purification. So anything that is taking up too much space in your life, anything that feels like an excess, it's going to be a really good time to simplify and to take that off of your plate. Now, Virgo also is related to health and wellness. She is that goddess of purity. She loves to cook in the garden and make her own food, but she also loves to cleanse seasonally. So you may be pulled to these different types of lifestyle practices that are just improving upon your health. But notice how this is bringing up, there's kind of this element of double checking your work and improving upon it. This may not be something that you are totally unfamiliar with. It may be a lifestyle practice that you have tried in the past before, and maybe you're trying it on again, or you've been working on this a lot, but now you're really ready to dive deep, dig in, slow down, and see how you can clear things off your plate and really step into this new 2.0 version of yourself. Now, because of this kind of cleanup energy, it's going to really, what that does once you're able to clear out all the excess energy that you've been taking on, especially if you are in the Northern Hemisphere and you've been in summer, we've been in a season of lots of heat and exciting opportunities and buzzing energy happening around us. It feels good to start to kind of clear things off your plate. Remind yourself that this is going to release a lot of stress and worry, and it's going to help you to ground back into your body. When you learn to clear things off your plate, you just feel that big exhale. Think of any time that you've done any type of cleanse, whether that was like a social media cleanse, taking a trip or a vacation, or if you actually did a type of diet cleanse, you feel grounded, you feel at peace, you feel this deeper connection between your mind and your body. So if your mind has been feeling extra anxious lately, like there's a lot of buzzing energy happening, you may even be feeling like, wow, I do feel a lot of changes are on the horizon that are coming in the back half of August. The best way to ground down is to clear things off your plate and always tune into your physical body first to see what needs to clear. So pay attention to diet and your lifestyle practices, see what needs to clear so that you can stay in tune to what your heart really wants. Bringing it back to that Leo new moon and sun in Leo, bringing back to what you are truly here to bring, what you are really passionate about, and clearing off anything else that is not necessary. You don't need to worry about that. You only need to focus on what truly lights you up and what your heart's truest desires are. Those are the main themes that I'm seeing with this Leo new moon. And then for the following week after the big August 4th Mercury in retrograde, Leo new moon, sun in Leo, we have a kind of break in astrology. That's kind of a more easeful week. So that's your time to really settle into this purification practices, cleansing your energy, and staying really grounded in your mind and body. And the second half of August, some of us may be experiencing deeper changes. So before we can experience those changes, it's going to feel so much better if you're really grounded and connected into your body. And there's lots of exciting things on the horizon. I'm going to have another energy update happening later in the month when we get closer to the full moon Aquarius, because there is a lot of planetary aspects that are happening during that time. And thank you all so much for tuning in. If you are wanting to become a healer, you're so interested in tuning more into your intuition, I have my Reiki I and II online certification program happening in September, and I'm super excited. It is a 2-day training to become Reiki I and II certified, where you can tune into your intuitive gifts and learn how to do a full energy reading for clients and start charging for your services. It is one of my favorite trainings, and you receive a lot of extra support thereafter for those who are really wanting to make a career out of this. I provide you a very clear career path on how you can create your business and start doing one-on-one sessions and getting paid for your beautiful intuitive gifts. If you're interested in learning more, you can find out with the link in the show notes. Right now, I'm sending you all so much love and energy with this Leo energy. It's one of my favorite times of year. It's buzzy, it's exciting. You're getting to the core of what really matters to you. And if you want to share with me, just send me a DM at Angelica_feminine_healer. I love connecting with you all there. And I hope you have a fabulous new moon in Leo, and I will see you all the following week.